Good morning, crusty crew. Manicure check. Anyway, so hello. Did I wear this shirt in my last video? Yes. Am I a scumbag?
We knew that already.
Anyway, so today what I'm gonna do is a video that I saw on a channel called Sarah's Vegan Kitchen. I'm going to link her channel down below. So what she did was she made a video where she ate like she did in high school for a day, but she veganized it. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm going to eat all 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, the same way that I ate them in high school, or I eat the same things I did in high school, but make them vegan. Some of it's gonna be like a little healthier, but that's like not the point. It's like healthify it, which I could do that, but I don't know. So first I'm gonna have the breakfast. Like I ate a couple different things for breakfast in high school, and it would be like waffles with like lots of butter and syrup. It was the best. Or I would have toast with butter and jelly, or I'd have like a bagel and cream cheese. But like the ultimate breakfast food is what? What is everybody? What is it? Sugary cereal. Yes. So I'm gonna have some cereal for breakfast. So yeah. Okay, so that's my mom behind me. Say hi, Mom. Hey. That's all she has to say, internet. And my favorite cereal growing up was Cocoa Pebbles. Now, vegan police don't come for me. I'm assuming that this is vegan. It is. As far as I know, it's vegan. The quickest thing to do, get ready for school, eat breakfast on the go, right? So, here's what I would do. I would get a red Solo cup, but this is a reusable cup because we're environmentally conscious now, okay? It's 2019. So, I would take my cereal, put it in the cup. My dad also bought this, so I really want to eat it as well. Cocoa Puffs, which is something I also love. So yeah, I put it in a red Solo cup because I thought it was cool to bring a red Solo cup to school. And it was like, made it portable, you know what I mean? There we go. So this is like half and half. Now that's plenty. Cool. Yeah. So I would have cereal. So this is vegan, actually. Oh yeah, I didn't mention I wasn't vegan in high school or vegetarian at all. I didn't even go vegetarian until I was a sophomore in college. So I was not vegan or vegetarian. Actually, my senior year, I did go vegetarian for a week. And because I wanted to lose weight, even though I was skinny and like, it's ridiculous. And that's not the right reason to go vegetarian. Well, you can go vegetarian for whatever reason you want. I don't mean like that. But anyway. I was a vegetarian for a week, my senior year of high school, and then I went on a retreat, and the first meal on the retreat was cheesesteaks, and I just was like, screw it, I'm eating. So it didn't last very long. So like I said, I wasn't vegan, so I would just use regular milk. We actually still have it because my mom still buys it for my brother because I used to drink it, so my brother used to drink it. I used to drink the Lactaid, but this is the 2%. I think we used to drink the skim, the Lactaid skim milk, but now, of course, I'm vegan, so I'm going to use the unsweetened soy milk by Silk, and I like this. I used to drink almond milk, but I realized like I'm not getting any protein with it, so I figured I would switch to soy because I'm getting protein every single time I'm having it. So 1 cup is 7 grams protein. So yeah. So I would just fill it up. I would get a plastic spoon and get in the car and be on my way. So this is my breakfast from high school, everyone. Sugary cereal, Cocoa Puffs and Cocoa Pebbles with milk, portable. I'm going to school. Goodbye. Oh, I forgot to taste it on camera. Alright guys, so I'm gonna enjoy this breakfast and I will see you at lunchtime. Okay, so friends, it is lunchtime. Here's what I used to have for lunch. It was always a sandwich. So I'm gonna use some of the Light Life turkey. One of my fave things in the world, the chow, regular vegan cheese. And for bread, I always had like a white roll was usually what my sandwich would be on. The best. But this is the bread that we have at home right now. This is the, it's the 647 bread. It's like a low carb bread, the multi-grain one. Now, I'm going to put myself on blast. So, vegan police, you can come for me. This does contain honey. It's all we have at home right now, so sorry if I'm canceled, then I'm canceled. Okay, so sorry about this lighting, but these will be our best bet. So let's take 2 slices of bread.
No, 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 no.
That's a lot of mustard. Oh well. I told you I love mustard. Alright, so I'm gonna get my turkey open. Right. So yeah, usually I'd have like ham or turkey. Really any kind of lunch meat. I'm gonna take like 3 slices here. It's about right. On my sandwich. Let me open the best. The chow. I would just have regular like white American cheese on my sandwich. To me this tastes a lot like regular white American cheese. It's pretty similar, and I actually like this cheese really like a lot. Not melted, just the way it is. So yeah, there's my cheese. So here's my sandwich. My mom, who always made my lunches, she's the best. She is sitting behind me, but she really was the best. She put up with a lot of BS because of me. I always cut my sandwiches this way. Well, my mom did. So some people cut their sandwiches, you know, like this way, but my mom, I was always a kind of a cut down the middle kind of gal. And my mom would always wrap it in foil. But like I said, bring that home and we're not wasting nothing. So here is my sandwich that I'm going to enjoy. And then for the side, the snack that I always had with my lunch was some sort of granola bar. So usually it was like the Quaker, like the chewy bars, or like even the ones, I don't know if they're still around, but we would get like the Quaker chewy bar dips, the one where they're dipped in chocolate. Oh my God, I ate them every day. I love them. And then before track practice, because if you don't know this about me, when I was in high school, I did track and cross country, and I did the plays. So
it was like a modern day Troy Bolton.
But I was really embarrassed that I was in the plays because like they would call down, they'd be like in homeroom, they'd be like, everybody in the play, please come down to the auditorium. And like my closest friends would be like, okay, like they'd look at me and be like, Gina, like go down. I'd be like, no, because I didn't want anybody to know I was in the play. It was stupid. But yeah, before track practice for some reason, I would eat like a 5 or 1 granola bar. Like, no wonder why I'd be like running to the track, like, you know, it was going down in my belly, so it was stupid. But anyway, I always had some sort of granola bar at lunch. And I found this one, it's actually from ShopRite. It's called Simply Protein. It's like a chocolate chip granola bar, very similar to what I used to have. This is actually pretty good. So 10 grams of fat, 25 carbs with 13 grams of fiber, which is really good. 3 grams of sugar, 11 grams protein, 3 grams saturated fat, 210 calories for the bar. It's really not bad. So if you look at the back at the ingredients, it does say it contains milk, but it says contains trace amounts of milk due to the processing on shared equipment, so it really doesn't technically contain milk. Yeah, so these are the ingredients. Not too bad. It's not like this is something I wouldn't usually buy.
I forgot I was zoomed in.
So this kind of bar, it's not something that I would typically buy now. I really just bought it, obviously, for the video. But it's not a bad choice if you're really looking for like a yummy like chocolate chip granola bar. So yeah, let's enjoy lunch together. All right. See this? You're falling. Okay, ready? Believe it or not, I've actually never made a sandwich like this with like vegan meat and cheese and all that. Pretty good. The white light foods there, I think like the other meats they have rather than this turkey, but it's a lot of mustard. If you don't like mustard, you're gonna be triggered. Sometimes all you want is just a sandwich like they used to have all the time. I never eat sandwiches anymore, really. All right, let's try this protein granola bar. Ooh, looks good. It looks almost exactly like a Cliff Bar. So let's give it a try. It's really good. I like it. I definitely can taste like the protein like a little bit, but honestly the first thing I tasted was like cinnamon. I think it's delicious. Oh, and at 210 calories, this is a really good snack. And 11 grams of protein, that's not bad. So I think these are actually pretty good. Very high in fiber too, so can't beat that. So yeah, they're really good. So I am going to enjoy the rest of my lunch, and I will see you guys at dinner. I am very excited for the dinner. We going all in there. It was like the classic, so I will show you guys a little bit. Oh. I'll see you at dinner. All right, ladies and germs, it is dinner time. So what I'm gonna be making is the classic family dinner at my house. My poor mom, I would go to school. I'd have a long day at school, and then I would go to play practice, and I go to track practice, so I get home at like 6 o'clock. My mom would have just gotten done work, and I'm like, where's dinner? I'm such a brat. I literally was such a brat. But this is like the classic, like my family, we're all actually gonna sit down and eat dinner together. So what we used to have was rotisserie chicken was the main thing, and then the side dishes were lean cuisine microwavable mac and cheese, not roasted, steamed broccoli, beets, and jellied cranberry sauce. Now I'm trying to find jellied cranberry sauce. I'm not seeing it in my house right now. For the rotisserie chicken, I'm going to use the Morningstar chicken strips, and I have my beets here, I have my broccoli here, and then I'm going to make my own mac and cheese. I'm going to use some of the Barilla red lentil pasta, and I'm going to season that up. Here's my vegan cheese. I'm going to do like a recipe with like vegan cheese, the chow that I used earlier, some garlic powder, some salt and pepper, probably a little bit of vegan butter, and some soy milk or something like that. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I'm doing in a second. All right, so I have some water boiling here, and I have about a cup of the red lentil pasta. Just gonna let this boil, I'm gonna let this cook, and then I will show you what I'm gonna do from there. So I figured in the meantime, while I let that boil, I would show you how we did the beets. So I know beets are definitely like a love it or hate it food. I grew up eating them, so I love them a lot. I can't explain it, they are very earthy, like it sounds disgusting. I'm gonna drink the juice. Oh my god. I love beets. It's like a problem. Oh my god. Canned beets. Nothing like them. It's funny because I grew up eating canned beets and like I never had fresh beets until an adult. Like I just recently actually made real beets, like roasted them for the first time ever. Recently. Alright. Bottoms up.
Bottoms up. And the double laughs.
Alright. So I'm just putting some beets in here. I believe my mom did keep the juice. Some of the juice. She didn't use all of it. Some of the juice from the can. Obviously, if you're going to use anything with beets, it stains easily, so just be careful. So I'm going to get out just a little bit. This is enough just for me on the side. A little bit of the juice. So, looks like, kind of like that. Oh my god, and it's everywhere. I'm making a mess. Okay. And then what she would do is she would season it with a little bit of olive oil. I'm just gonna use like a capful. A little bit of olive oil. And then some red wine vinegar, which this is very old. Actually, I think this expired like in 2012. Does vinegar really expire? This really did expire in 2012. Sir. I might just use it anyway, but I don't know. I have this apple cider vinegar that I know is good because I bought it myself. So I'm going to use a little bit of this just to be safe. But for the record, she used red wine vinegar, not apple cider. But that expired 7 years ago. Almost 8. So a cap full of that. Mix it up. And this is my mom's classic side of beets. I don't think you can see that at all. Classic side of beets. Gotta try one. Do you hate me yet? All right, so my water is boiling. So in goes mi pasta. Gonna let it cook, and then we'll get right back to it. All right, so my pasta is done cooking. Cooked it for about 10 minutes. And I just drained it and left a little bit of water in there. Just a couple tablespoons. So I drained it a little bit, and now I have it on medium. And I'm going to put in about a tablespoon of vegan butter, maybe a little bit less. It's the I can't believe it's not butter vegan. Mixing that up. And then I'm going to take some of that chow cheese, and I'm going to just rip it into little pieces and put it inside. So this is about 2 slices of the cheese. I'm just going to mix this up until everything is combined, and then I'm going to season it, and when I do that, I will update you. So this is about 2.5 to 3 slices of the chow cheese, all mixed up in there. Looks so good. Look at that cheesiness. All right, now I'm going to season it really quick. I also lowered the heat a little bit. Does this happen every single video, or is it just me? Look what Mom found. She found the cranberry sauce. Perfect. All right, like I said, so that's the cheese in there. I'm going to season it with a little bit of garlic powder. Not too much, just a little bit. A tiny bit of salt. A little bit of pepper.
2 shots of vodka.
And I think that's really all I'm going to do. All right, and because I'm lazy, I'm going to microwave my chicken and my broccoli to heat them up, and then I'm going to plate everything up and show you when it's done. Having some technical difficulties with the cranberry sauce. I've actually never done this before. My mom always did it. Oh. I got it. This kind of looks like Squidward's house, but like, no, it doesn't. Looks like, I know, like Lush has those like shower jellies. What if I just took a bite of this? Is this the content that you came for? Dude, I seriously love this stuff. And it was packaged upside down. But seriously, I was about to say, if this has gelatin in it, it doesn't. Cranberries, high fructose corn syrup, water, and corn syrup. Alright. That's disgusting. And I have to stop. But again, I grew up eating it. I can't get enough. Like my childhood. Is it white trash food? Maybe. Okay, maybe. Speaking of wooden spoon, would my grandma run around the house chasing me and my cousins with this if we were bad? Say she's gonna smack us with it? Yeah. And if your grandma wasn't gonna smack you with the spoon, you're either not Italian, or you weren't mischievous with your cousins when you were growing up. I don't make the rules, hon. I don't make the rules. We're about to be done now. My chicken is freshly made, right out of the microwave. We're plating it up. And I really can't tell if you can see anything here. But here I have my broccoli, my chicken, and my cranberry sauce. I'm gonna put on my beets now. My beets. Yeah, if you don't like your food to touch, this is probably triggering you really hard right now. Look how delish. I don't know if the camera's picking up how yummy that actually looks, but it looks delicious. Put a little on there, move over. You already know when the cameras are off, I'm finishing the rest of that. All right, guys, so all plated up. This is my high school dinner, veganized, on a paper plate, because of course it is. Yeah, so we're gonna dig into this. I'm so excited. A little bit of sriracha, which I didn't eat in high school. A little bit of that on the broccoli because it's so boring. I need it for work. It's really hard for you to see me. Oh. I am lopsided. All right, let's try some broccoli. It's actually so good with the sriracha. Now, here's a secret. When you have the chicken, right? Here's what we used to do, because it'd be dry sometimes. Take the cranberry sauce, right? Cranberry sauce and some chicken in the same bite. Alright. Oh my god, that's so good. Too good. Beets. I feel like earlier I was rushing when I was showing you my lunch, my breakfast and my lunch. And that's because I was rushing. I really wanted to get a video up for you guys, so I feel like I was rushing this because I really wanted to get a video up and I haven't had time to film. I got an idea. Okay, so this is like a YouTube, like, high school Q&A for people in high school. I graduated high school 6 years ago. Tells you how old I am. Sorry, I don't want to talk about it. So, number one, what grade are you in? So what's your favorite subject? My favorite subject was probably anything but math. I took a class senior year called media, and we got to like make commercials. That probably was my favorite. It was my media class. We got to make commercials and like radio interviews and like commercials, stuff like that. We learned a lot about like the media and stuff. And that is what I thought I wanted to do when I was in college. I actually went into college as like a journalism major, but obviously that didn't work out. So yeah. So what cliques are you in high school? I had like different groups of friends, like many people. I was in the plays when I was in high school, and I was also in track and cross country. So I had my play friends, my track and cross country friends, and then just my friends generally that I made in school, like outside of my activities. And then I had my friends from outside of school, so like people that I knew from grade school, people that I knew like from my neighborhood and stuff like that. So yeah, I definitely wasn't like the cool kid crowd. It's actually funny, it's like the like most popular people in my grade for the most part were the smartest kids also, but they also were the ones that were like drinking and smoking every single weekend, like all of high school from freshman year through. It was like crazy. I don't know, every school's different, and depending on where you're from, everything is different. So what subject did you hate the most and why? Math, anything math. I suck at math. To this day, I have never been good at math. I've struggled with math my entire life. Hated it in high school. Got a D in Algebra 1 and Algebra 2 in college. It was hard for me to pass in grade school. I had to go to tutoring. Not my thing. Describe what you wore to school or your uniform. So I went to Catholic school for 12 years. That doesn't make me like pretentious or anything. Believe me, it wasn't like the best thing in the world. It's just like where I'm from. That was like, that's just like the tradition. That's kind of like what you do. It's changing now. The tide is changing now because enrollment is down, so tuition's going up. Like the times are just changing. But everybody, for the most part, not everybody, but it was very popular. It wasn't like unheard of to go to the Catholic school, and that's also because our public schools in my city like aren't the best. But not all of them bad, but whatever. And I wore a uniform. It was like I wore a skirt, and we wore polo shirts in the summer with the skirt, or we wore a button up, and then in the wintertime you had to wear the skirt and the button up, and then our school sweater over top, and the guys had to wear a tie with that as well, and they wore pants. They used to be able to wear socks, then we had to wear pantyhose all year round. The uniform changes also every so often. So like now that I've been out of high school for a while, they've changed uniform again, so it's different than it used to be. But they were very strict about uniform. You had to wear, if you're wearing an undershirt like underneath the uniform and it was showing, because you know it would show like from your collared shirt or whatever, it had to be white. If it was anything but white, you would get in trouble. Guys that had their hair a certain length, and you can't just have like any piercing or any color hair you want. It wasn't that bad. Like you could wear makeup, you could have your nails done, but like everything was like regulated in some way for the most part. Even guys with their facial hair, you know, all different stuff. In grade school, it was worse. You couldn't have any nail polish. You couldn't wear any makeup at all. You couldn't dye your hair at all. Of course, the uniform was really strict. And what else? We weren't allowed to have water bottles at all. Same thing in high school. We weren't allowed to carry our water bottles, carry any water bottles around. And we also were not allowed to carry our school bags around. And that's, I think, in fear of like people like actually like literally like drinking in school, like who was gonna drink in school, but I'm sure it's happened. And then also like I guess from like drug dealing. It sounds awful, it's a Catholic school, but you'd be surprised. So the school bags were like not a thing, and so you had to carry your books, and we had like 4 minutes in between classes to get there, so I think they gave us extra time because we couldn't like carry all our stuff. Yeah, it was pretty strict. It was pretty strict. I feel like people that went to public school might be surprised, but then again, I don't really know public schools like SAR, I don't know. Like I said, I did not go to some like fancy like academy. Like there was Catholic schools that were like prep schools that were like $15,000, $20,000. Like that is not where I was at, baby, believe me. I was at the local Catholic school that like everybody went to. All right, I want to try this mac and cheese again. Oh my God. Oh my God. So good. All right, boys and ghouls. This was dinner. I obviously have some more to get through, but I actually am gonna show you my dessert as well, because I was a dessert person and I still am. So I'm gonna show you my dessert when I'm all done. All right, guys, so it's dessert time, and my favorite dessert in high school, growing up, and also now is ice cream. So I got this Haagen-Dazs non-dairy. It is the chocolate salted fudge truffle. Delicious. I like anything chocolate. I'm a huge chocolate person. Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay, Gina, like, big deal. Ooh. You're eating ice cream, like, revolutionary. Well, let me show you something. The way that we always ate it growing up in my family is in a mug. Ice cream always goes in a mug. This is a mug that says golf is my handicap. I do not golf. I hate golf. This is my dad's mug. And this is dated 1990, made in Korea. So this mug is older than me. So we love that. Actually, 1990, my parents weren't even married yet, so it stood the test of time. But I'm going to do something even crazier than just putting the ice cream in the mug, okay? So I'm going to actually use an ice cream scoop. This is fresh out of the freezer, so this is not gonna...
Yes.
Okay, please stand by. All right, so I got a little bit out. And this is where things, they get a little crazy, all right? They get a little crazy. I'm gonna put this somewhere, and it may shock you. My friends, we're putting her in the microwave, okay? This is how my family has done it. This is the tradition. You put it in the microwave, and then you let it melt a little bit. It's just the way that it's done. I don't make the rules, okay? I don't make the rules, okay? I'm gonna put it on. I haven't done this in 95 minutes. No, thank you. I'm gonna put this on for like less than that, like 20 seconds. I have not microwaved my ice cream in like years. I've not done it in so long. But I just always liked it when I was younger, just like melted. And that's how my parents always ate it, so I did it too. And then like we always did it. Like even my little brother, when he was little, he'd be like, "Mom, can you make me a milkshake?" And like this is how she made her milkshakes. She would put the ice cream in a bowl, put it in the microwave, melt it, and then like whip it up and put like some milk in there and some like whipped cream, some chocolate syrup, and that's like how she made a milkshake for him. So that's just how we do it. That's just the way it goes. Yes. I'm filming, but go ahead, doll. I don't mind. Go ahead. Okay. And that was me to crack his back. All right. So I melted a little bit too much. She's soup. And she's warm. Right. Delicious, but it's warm. Delicious, but I'm going to eat it out of the pint, I think. because that's what dietitians do. Ice cream straight out of the pint. This flavor, you have to love chocolate. It's like this flavor. Yeah. Only real chocolate lovers like this, because this is a lot. Okay, I'm disgusting. I'm sorry. It's a Sunday. I have the Sunday scaries like really bad. But it's all about your perspective. I'm blessed tomorrow that I get to go to a job that I don't hate. And I'm blessed that I have loving family and friends. And I'm a roof over my head. You know? I've got a lovely mother. Come here, mommy. I love my mommy.
Hi.
We're Italian. And I'm a Scorpio and she's a Cancer.
Hi.
And she's a Cancer, so we're loving peeps. Life's too short to wish it was the weekend all the time, so you gotta enjoy every day for what it is. Lucky to be alive and have a wonderful home and family to come home to. And I'm so lucky that I have a portrait of myself right there. Speaking of high school, there's my picture from high school that my mom had blown up because that's what Italian mothers do.
My beautiful daughter.
Oh my God, here we go. Nobody gassed me up like her. She thinks I'm cute. And funny. Alright friends, so that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Again, this was kind of like all over the place and it probably seemed forced in the beginning and I'm really sorry if it did. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Tune in for the next video if you would like. And I hope you have a wonderful day or night. And just know that I love you. And everything is going to be okay. Alright, friends. Peace.